how honeybees make. Do not view this video. The bees sit on the flowers and absorb with their little tongue the nectar of these flowers that they choose. Any flower can be chosen by the bees. Then they enter him in his little crop and quickly fly him to the corm, where they are delivered to that army of workers who are waiting for them in turn near the pier. Then they come out again, like tireless workers, to perform the same operation, and so on, looking for the nectar of flowers. The worker bees, which are inside the hive, are quickly put to work to transform the nectar brought in honey, with a capital letter, because they have to reduce the percentage of humidity, of 60% with which they enter the hive, until about 16, which has the honey when the workers operated in the cells located inside the hive. This operation can last several days, as we say in the previous paragraph, depending on the humidity with which the nectar comes and the outside temperature. Thousands and thousands of these young bees that remain in the hives, and that have not yet left, are past the nectar that they themselves enrich with enzymes that secrete. When the nectar they contribute is very high, the drops of nectar are deposited on the combs, since the bees lack time to process them. At night, when all the bees are inside the hive, young bees, nurses and procuradores have just processed the surplus of nectar that entered during the day. This first processing of this honey is finished, managing to lower the humidity and provide active principles, not yet studied by scientists. When the nectar is left in the cells of the honeycombs, there they will continue to lose moisture until they reach sufficient degree, about 18%. When they verify that the honey is ready, the bees seal the cells with a thin layer of wax. This operation is known as the operculate of the cells, and tells the professionals who did it that the honey is ready to be collected from the hives. All this time they dedicated to the process of dehydration of the nectar. The loss of moisture is used by bees to cool the hives, their air conditioning, forming air currents between the combs, by thousands of ventilating bees. With this they manage to lower the interior temperature of the hive by about 15 degrees. In this way, keeping the temperature of the breeding nest constant, which is always around 36 degrees. Thus, once the cells are filled with honey, they can be maintained in perfect conditions of consumption for many years. This has been everything in this video. Thank you very much for listening. Like and subscribe. I will be grateful.
Ask you 3 favors. 1. Share with your friends and family. 2. Subscribe. 3. Give it a like.